darling. Welcome to another exciting class. Today's lesson is on drug education. Okay? In physical and health education, we have several issues and challenges, some of which are on drug abuse and addiction, and also tobacco and alcohol abuse. Okay, this topic is very important because it will expose you to all you need to know about drug education. So, drug education is concerned with the proper orientation and instructing of people about the uses of drugs. Okay, drug education is concerned with the proper orientation and instructing of people about the uses of drugs. When we say the use of drug here means any substance taken without medical prescription or need to stimulate or depress the body and its functions. Okay, when these substances are taken too often, it becomes drug abuse. One can become addicted to it. Learn more on drug abuse and drug addiction from the video you are about to watch.
Drug abuse, also called substance abuse, is an illness that is characterized by a destructive patterned use of illegal or legal drugs or medication. The condition affects the person's brain and behavior, such that they are unable to control the use of the drug, to the point that it interferes with their ability to function. The drug user consumes the substance in amounts or with methods that are harmful to themselves or others. Some of the most commonly used drugs are alcohol, cocaine, opioids, benzodiazepines, cannabis, barbiturates, amphetamine, hallucinogens, inhalants, club drugs, and other substances. Drug addicts who use needles are at a greater risk of having HIV and hepatitis B and C infections. People start to use drugs for so many reasons. Some people start with the experimental use of recreational drugs out of curiosity, to have a good time, or because friends are doing it. For others, drug abuse begins with exposure to prescribed medications from a friend or relative who has been prescribed the medications, particularly with opioids. Over time, you may need larger doses of the drug to get high, and as drug use increases, it may get extremely difficult to go without the drug. An attempt to stop the drug may cause intense cravings as well as getting physically ill. Causes. Each drug produces different physical effects on the brain. However, repeated use of a drug can alter the way in which the brain functions, including the way the brain feels pleasure. The addicting drug use causes changes in your brain that interferes with the ability to think, control your behavior, and at the same time send intense impulses to take drugs. It is because of this change in the brain that it is so challenging for an addicted person to stop taking drugs. Like many mental disorders, drug abuse has no single cause. Many factors may contribute to the development of drug addiction. The main factors are genetics, environmental factors, such as parental abuse or neglect, family beliefs, exposure to peer groups that encourages drug abuse. Other factors that may affect the likelihood and speed of developing a substance addiction may include psychological problems, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, as well as personality disorders. Peer pressure, early use of drugs, unstable home environment, poor relationship with parents, inadequate supervision over adolescents' activities, poor achievement in school.
We have several problems of drug abuse. And these problems include drug abusers often commit crimes. Okay, drug abuse changes body chemical activities. Drug users do not live organized life. Okay, drug users often abuse their family members. Drug users are often violent, causing crimes and disturbance in the society. Drug abusers often give birth to abnormal children. Okay, they give birth to abnormal children because of their intake of drugs. Drug abuse is really a problem. It's very bad and it shouldn't be something you find yourself doing. Okay, now tobacco and alcohol abuse means the abnormal consumption of tobacco and alcohol to produce unusual feelings and effects. Tobacco is the nicotinal plant product taken in solid forms as a kind of stimulant. Alcohol, on the other hand, is a substance also known as ethanol that influences mood, thinking, and behavior. Both tobacco and alcohol are chemical substances. Okay, tobacco is solid and is obtained from the tobacco plant. Alcohol is liquid. It is a product of fermentation and distillation of yeast and carbohydrate. Okay, we have various forms of tobacco and alcohol. Forms of alcohol and tobacco. Forms of tobacco include cigarettes, snuff, chewing tobacco, pipe smoking, tobacco water, and forms of alcohol include gin, beers, whiskey, and rum. Okay, now I wonder why people take these chemicals. They are very dangerous to our health and they are still taken by a lot of persons. The effects of alcohol and tobacco uses are the same as those generally of drug abuse. Also, cancer of the lungs is common among smokers. So with this, we'll end the class. Hope you learned a lot from this class. Thanks for giving me your attention. See you in the next class. Bye.